Hey Wargamers, welcome back to the channel, Death from Above Wargaming. I'm Aaron.
I'm Ben.
And we are back with Act 3 of the Mateo campaign here in the Hinterlands. But we have something brand new for you tonight. It's the first time you've ever seen this on the internet. Yeah. It's true. It's brand new. So we wanted to start out this sort of leg of the campaign with a space battle.
Ooh, space.
It's been so excited. So this has been something we've been incubating for probably a year with help from Dave and Dan and Ben and others, patrons on Discord.
A lot of
so, we've been sort of teasing stuff on Patreon over, we've actually had people sculpt some of these models. It's very, very exciting. So what we've done is we've basically taken rules from the old Alpha Strike Compendium, which is no longer in print. We've looked at some of the AEROTECH rules out of the new Alpha Strike Commanders edition.
It's a very small section.
It's like 3 pages. And then we just filled in the gaps and, we added some stuff as we like to do. And so we have AEROTECH Dropship Command. Yes. All right. We're very excited. So this was actually inspired by a release from Catalyst in 2021. They released this whole book of Alpha Strike cards for shit you can't use. All the drop ships and like the Achilles and the Avenger and all these really cool ships. And I'm like, well, how do you play this game? Then we made up our own rules. So here we are.
Tired of waiting.
Got tired of waiting. And then ironically, maybe it was a few months ago, they said they're going to take a look at AEROTECH. They're going to take a look at doing fleet battles.
The rumors started again.
The rumors started again. So we'll see what happens. In the meantime, this is going to hold us over. So as we play this, we'll give you a little high level of the rules. We're not going to do a deep dive on how to play, but I will tell you the rules are available for free on our website. Just go into the download section. You can grab it. And then, of course, you can purchase the Alpha Strike cards for the naval assets from Drive-Thru RPG. And the rest of the stuff is free on Master Unit List, all the fighters.
Yep.
But let's talk about the story, shall we, Ben?
Yes.
All right. So, Part 1, Independence Liberation Front, Pale Riders. That was Act 1.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Act 2 was a 2-parter. It was Dan's White Star Mercenaries against the Lyran Commonwealth, the 20th Donegal Guard.
Yeah.
All right?
Mateo's a happening place.
Mateo is a hot spot. We're still in the Mateo system. And don't think the Donegal Guard just showed up on their own. No, there's a whole, they have at the Zenith jump point or whatever, they have a whole fleet of ships.
Battle group, an entire battle group.
And so they have blockaded the planet. Outlying trade routes are in dispute. Wrong. Again, crossing streams.
Yeah, crossing streams.
But they did bring some fleet assets, and they've sort of blockaded a planet. Now, it's very hard to blockade a planet. The planet's very big.
They're very old. Space is also very big.
Space is very big. You can come at a planet from any direction.
Oh, shocker.
Yeah.
3-dimensionality.
Which is why those crafty Steiners hid little detection beacons all throughout the outlying debris fields around Mateo.
Watching.
They're watching. So one of them is alerted to a fleet emerging from the shadow of space.
Yeah. Their generals may be bad, but their naval intelligence is actually
really good. Really good. Their navy is unmatched. So there's a fleet of basically unidentified ships approaching Mateo from multiple vectors. So this just represents one of the many attack fronts in the high orbit above Mateo. And who are they, Ben? I don't know.
I don't know, but they look beautiful.
They're beautiful. They're actually called the Circinus Legionnaires, Ben. Pirates. Pirates, a remnant of the once mighty Circinus Federation that have been roaming the stars for years, plundering.
But they got such a cool name, they can't be just pirates, can they?
Well, maybe they're just looking to rebuild. Who knows?
Mateo.
Mateo could be the new
of life
hub,
and prosperity.
The new hub of the Circinus Federation.
There you go.
In the ilClan era. But yeah, so we'll see what happens here, but we have some terrific terrain. Like asteroid fields, which basically act like forests, except for if you fly through them at full speed, you can crash and die. We got some ruined ships and some little beacons and things all over the map, so very, very excited to get this going. We've got dropship scale ships, and we've got Ironwind Metals microfighters. I so freaking love these things. They're so cool. And the way the rules work is you deploy them in flights of 2.
Yeah.
All right. And the record sheets for these, basically there's 2 ships on there.
Yeah.
You keep damaging the most damaged one. However, you can decide which only one shoots. They move together. They got to stay together. So you always move with the speed of the slowest one. Yeah. It's kind of interesting.
It's like a wingman covering for his lead.
Yeah. Oh, what a great video game. Remember that one? Oh, yeah. It was a Wing Commander.
It was Wing Commander. I love Wing Commander.
You know who loves Wing Commander? Chris, our editor. Our editor-in-chief. He is a Wing Commander junkie. He would play Wing Commander every day of his life if he could.
So I've tracked down STLs for Wing Commander fighters.
Well, we're just going to do that next.
Oh, yay!
It's going to happen. And then Star Fox. All right. So speaking of space things, Ben, here's how the mission works. So as your beacon has detected my fleet moving in here, your fighters screaming in from this vector, but you have a massive vengeance carrier, modified as a pocket warship nonetheless, also deployed 2 additional flights of aerospace fighters.
Pretty hefty aerospace.
And we are basically on a collision course. What I'm trying to do is get my leopards into the atmosphere and get them down onto the planet. Yeah. And I will tell you this, all right? The more leopards I land, the worse it's going to be for you in the future campaign. All right, the more nasty pirates,
the more Legionnaires spew
forth from the bowels of the leopard.
And who knows? However many other ones are good. There's as many Legionnaires as the story requires.
Yeah, thousands.
There's
only 300.
Yeah, and they're not all in there.
No, they're not in there. That can only carry 4 each ship. Sadly,
that's not bad.
Yeah, only 4 Legionnaires in each.
That's not bad though.
But this is an abstract representation.
I like it.
As I said, multiple battles. So you have no idea.
That's right.
All right. So we're going to get into it. All right. You will see this plays very much just like Alpha Strike. The fighters can get locked in dogfights, which is pretty cool. So some neat stuff here. But guys, stick around. AEROTECH DropShip Command, turn 1 over Mateo. It's coming right up. Here we are. All right, after movement in turn 1, the space over Mateo. Some exciting things happening here. I lost initiative, so the Circinus Legionnaires needed to make their move first. Now, the way the movement works, the way Ben and I agreed to do it, is we're going to move all of our big ships. We alternate just like you would in Alpha Strike, and then we move our fighters. So I'm going to tell you what I did here and what I have going on. So, first, I moved my big ships. Now, the way space movement works, we have these green little chevrons here. They represent the last forward direction of the ship. All right, so that matters for involuntary movement because these big ships, like basically momentum, inertia, whatever, carries them through space equal to their size rating every turn. So my leopards being size 1 basically involuntarily moved forward an inch based on their last trajectory, which we set before the game at deployment. And then they're going to make their move forward. So they moved 4, so they basically got a total 5-inch movement. Now, you can take evasive maneuvers to basically stop all of your inertia, right? Which, if you're about to crash into something, you can take evasive action. It does reduce your speed. It does give you a gunnery penalty because obviously, like, dudes are running around, down. Adjusting the sails or whatever the hell they do.
No, it's like The Expanse where they basically just pivot end over end and then light the engines.
The juice goes in there.
Oh gosh, yeah. I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
Yep. And when the actor does something inappropriate, they just kill the character. It was sad. I liked Cass. It's character. I mean, don't cancel me. All right, here we go. So that was my leopards move forward. My Achilles capitalized, turned, moved. Now he's like drifting this way, but he's basically facing this way because I want my side guns to be able to shoot, and then I might decide to turn them around and engage. And I'll just talk about what I do with my fighters. So this is a squadron of Thunderbirds. These are famous periphery fighters. They're gigantic. They're size 4. I think they're like 85 or 100 tons. They're very big.
And they got those weird little bug eye.
They got the bug eyes.
Thing.
Yeah, they're like cloud car cockpits.
That's right.
They're pretty decent. So I swung them around. We'll see what they can do. And then my Corsair and Lucifer squadrons are skulking through the asteroids. Now, I did not move them full speed. I took the penalty So they're just kind of gliding through the asteroids there, lurking in ambush as your vengeance comes into play here. Tell me what you did, Ben.
So, pedal to the metal, pretty much across the board.
Like got speed metal going in the cockpit of the Avenger.
It's German speed metal.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
Rammstein.
That's right. The Sadlets, they're the fastest thing on the board, I think, at 11.
That's crazy
and
fast.
They're going for it. The Avenger is kind of ticking along behind as fast as he can. The Vengeance is slow. He has almost as much like mandatory movement as he does
full
thrust.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to plan very carefully what he does.
What up? Right
in the asteroids. And then these two are like I have fire support for the Stingray. The Stingrays are meant to take down the Leopards. Like that's what they're there for.
Yep.
And the Slayer is going to be able to hold off your fighters, hopefully.
We'll see about that.
I know. Well, they're outnumbered.
It's exciting.
They're outnumbered. The dogfighting phase is going to be an interesting one when we get mixed in.
We'll see what happens. All right, so I have to shoot first.
Yes.
All right. So the Achilles is at long range to your Sedlets and also long range to your Avenger. So I'm going to fire at your Avenger with my Achilles. Now,
alrighty.
Here's how shooting works. Notice there's no TMMs down on the board. It's not based on how fast you move. It's a comparison of are you faster than your opponent or slower, and are you bigger or smaller?
Yep.
It's harder for bigger ships to hit smaller ships, right? It makes sense. Like, you're a fixed turret on the side of a dropship trying to hit fighters that are zinging by.
Doing calculus and trigonometry the whole time.
It's hard. So, also certain fighter roles give you bonuses and benefits to shooting things.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about this.
What do we got?
So you're fast. What's your speed? What's the speed on the Avenger?
So the Avenger's thrust 7 and size 1.
I'm faster, buddy.
Yeah.
So I'm at -1.
You're a proper warship.
You are size 2 or size 1?
Size 1.
All right. So those net out because you're smaller, but I'm faster, so it nets out.
Yeah.
Now we're at long range, which is +4. We're using standard Alpha Strike modifiers.
Yeah.
So it's like 0, 2, 4, 6 if some ships do have extreme. Now we're not using the extreme range optional rule, like it's either on the card or not. Extreme is built in. If you look on master unit lists, it's built into the airspace cards. So it's either there or it's not. I don't think I have anything. None of my things have extreme range.
Same here.
So long range is going to be +4. My, again, everything else nets out. Now I am shooting, I would say through like 2 inches of, oh, actually, you know what? Am I going through?
How much is it? Well, you want to count? Let's count it from the edge of here. Let's not count.
I don't think I can see you.
Is it 3? Yeah, it is more than 3. My fiendish German plan has worked.
It's worked. All right, so I can't see. I blow this thing up.
Oh,
your little listening post. just
out of spite.
Broadside it. All right. Well, then let's get into the fighters. It still was useful to talk through how that all worked.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it's good.
So fighter on fighter, you're definitely faster than me.
I am. I'm thrust 11.
Yeah, and we're the same size.
Yeah, size 0, right?
All right. So we are at medium range.
Yes.
So I'm going to 6 to hit you. It's just that simple. All right. Now we're using full 2d6 Alpha Strike nonsense. I do 4 points of damage. It's either a hit or a not. I hit.
Oh.
So it's going to be 4 points of damage to your Sedlets.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with this poor guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's armor gone, and 1 point of structure. You get critical and also damage threshold critical, right? My damage threshold is 1.
Oh my gosh, it's
like they're 25 tons. I think they're itty bitty.
So I do get two critical hits. Now we're using the critical hits table right out of the Alpha Strike Commander's Edition. So you don't roll to confirm. You just roll 2d6.
Yep.
So a 10 is going to be engine.
Ooh.
And then an 8 is no critical hit. So engine, you're going to lose
half
was
thrust,
a quarter
right?
of your thrust.
Yeah.
All right. So you lose 1/4 of your thrust. That means they're 11. They go down.
Yeah, they go down to 8.
Yeah, call it 8. I like that. I still faster than anything else on the board.
It's pretty fast. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, they're pretty quick.
So that wraps up my shooting. I don't think, let me see, the Leopards might have, I can attack in my aft arc.
Yeah, they got range, long range.
and I'm gonna shoot at your Avenger.
Okay.
All right, with both of them. So they're skill 3, 7. You're faster, 8, and we are the same size. We're both 1.
Yep.
So I need 8s.
Alrighty.
All right, so I'll roll them together. Actually, we'll use Circinus Legionnaire colors.
Ooh,
all right?
I like it.
So I need what did I say, 8s? Right?
8s, yeah.
Both miss.
Ooh.
So large lasers or whatever the heck is mounted on these, zipping through the void. It is now your turn to do your worst.
Alrighty. Well, I was gonna try shooting at dropships, but I don't think I have the range, and I just got zapped in the face by the thunderbolt. So I'm gonna return fire there.
Okay.
Alrighty. So
With
let's
which
see.
one? Avenger or?
We'll do the Sailets first.
All right. So they are at medium range.
So they're medium range. So they got 2 dice. There are 2 damage points, right? Oh, we're doing full dice.
Right.
I'm faster. We're the same size.
Yeah.
So I go.
You're -1.
3 -1.
So you need
2
4s.
4s. Oh wow.
You
I
hit.
hit. So that's
All right.
2 damage.
2 damage. Now the damage threshold on this meaty beast is 3.
So he doesn't get a crit check.
Do you know
for
these
that.
Thunderbirds, by the way, have overheat 3? Just throwing that out there.
Oh my
They do
god.
7 damage, man.
That's what I didn't even look at the overheat values on these guys.
I don't know. Do you have? That's the only thing I have.
I think that's the only thing that has overheat.
That's the only thing that I have that has overheat as well.
All right, so well, you know what? We're gonna pick on the little guy.
Okay.
I think the Avengers are gonna shoot at those fighters as well.
Now, when you're talking about dropship scale ships,
Yeah.
you can fire. Like he could fire his like nose mounted weapons, his left wing and his right wing. All of those damage values shoot forward.
Oh, that's right. They're just halved. What's my range on you? I'm definitely a long.
Yeah, you're at long.
Yeah, I don't think I can shoot my. I don't think I can shoot my right wing at you, can I? Or I'm sorry, my left wing.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I think I'm out of arc because you're not directly ahead.
You're
of
right.
me.
So it's left wing and nose.
So yeah. All right. So let's do. I'm at long 3 and 3. So I got 2 and 3. So I got 5 dice. I should do them separately.
Yeah, so 2 and 3. So why don't you do the yellow is 3 and the white one, or the blue is 3 and
Blue
the
is
yellow
3.
is 2.
And the yellow is 2.
All right.
All right. So we are skill 3, shooting at fighters that are smaller. 4.
And you
5,
might be
6,
faster.
7,
What's your
8.
speed?
7.
Yeah, I'm 5.
Oh, 8 down to a 7. Sound good?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Lordy.
So you know that.
So I hit there, and I hit there.
Yes, it's 5 damage.
5 damage.
All right. So the good news is the armor of the Thunderbird holds up. No structure, but it is the first fighter is stripped.
Wow. They got some.
They have
Stuff's gonna die.
7. Yeah. Things are gonna die.
Things are gonna die.
Things are gonna die.
Alrighty. Well, that was honestly kind of stressful.
As it should be. As it should be. All right. So,
All right. What do we got next?
I don't know. Do you have anything else to shoot?
I don't know. Everything else is hidden behind.
All right. Well, then we're going to go into turn 2.
Yeah.
Should we roll initiative on camera, Ben?
Yeah. Why not? Let's go for it.
Here we go.
Oh. You saw it here.
Got a victory point for destroying your beacon.
You got a victory point for winning initiative too.
I know. I have 2 victory points now. That's how I wrote the rules. That's how it works.
That's how it works.
No, it doesn't. On page 4, it doesn't say that.
Doesn't say that.
All right, so we're gonna get into turn. Actually, we're gonna get into turn 2. So this is exciting. What will happen? Will your vengeance be able to run down these leopards? I mean, I'm like, these guys are running like their butt cheeks are clenched. They're like hammering the throttle trying to get out of here.
Yeah.
And the question is, do I keep the Achilles here to defend the rear, or do I try to engage these guys and try to punch through? I'm not entirely sure.
Whatever
So
it
we'll
is,
see.
when we get to about this far apart,
It's gonna be mayhem.
it's going to be absolute mayhem.
It's gonna be mayhem. Guys, stay tuned. Mayhem is on the way. All right, it's turn 2. The Vengeance makes its way around the asteroid field. 2 flights of aerospace fighters, but the Circinus Federation fighters still creeping through. No idea they're there.
That's
and then
right.
on the far side, I've got the Leopards, and I did some shenanigans with the Achilles.
Yeah.
We've got the Avenger over here, and the fighters now locked in a dogfight. So excited to show off those rules. Now, I'll tell you what I did here with the Achilles, just so it makes sense, because it was shenanigans. So basically, his momentum carried him forward. All right, I turned him, I thrusted forward 2, and then I spun him around. Now his momentum is still carrying him this way.
Yep.
Right, so he's still going to, when he has an involuntary move next turn, he's still going this way, but I have all my guns facing this way, which is exciting. So, unfortunately, where you move this guy, I had to lock in with you. I debated trying to fly around, but they're so slow. And honestly, I think you would have chewed me up with the whatever that thing is, the Avenger.
So I didn't. The Avenger.
Yeah, I didn't want to deal with that crap. All right, but I won initiative. That means you get to shoot first. So we'll shoot all of our stuff, and then we'll go to the dogfight.
Yeah. So okay, we'll do the Avenger first
All
at
right.
the Achilles. That's probably still long.
No, they're medium now.
Oh, it's medium. Oh boy.
They're in medium now.
Alrighty. I am thrust 7, size 1. You're thrust 8, size 1. So
Size 2.
size 2.
Don't-
Oh, so we're even.
Don't minimize.
So I'm at a 5.
Have you seen the length of my hull, Ben? It's gigantic,
It's
okay?
impressive.
It was so
Very
big I could fit 4 numbers on there, 4 decal numbers. All right, that's how long it is.
I got nothing. That's
You got
excellent.
nothing. You can't fit any numbers.
I'm very
on.
impressed.
You have a very tiny hull.
I know. I know. Stubby.
My pirates are like, look at the size of his hull. All right, so you're shooting here.
My
medium
friend's
range.
bigger.
It's true. That thing's awesome.
That is big.
By the way, these are all printed to scale.
Yes.
Meticulously printed by Dan, and the scale meticulously calculated by Dave and myself. Dave did a ton of research on Sarna. If you go on Sarna, you can find the exact length in meters.
Yeah.
And so we said, all right, well, we're going to assume an aerospace fighter is this big. Well, I think we looked up the size of like an F-35 or something. We're like, it's probably that big,
Yeah.
you know, the average aerospace fighter. And then we're like, all right, so that's the size of a microfighter, and then we scaled from there. So these are printed as close to scale as we possibly could.
So cool.
That Vengeance is
It's
big.
hefty.
All right, so anyway, back to your shooting.
Alrighty. I think I need a 5,
Yeah.
right? So.
Do you really? That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's only
3.
+2.
Yeah.
3 +2, up, down.
That was really funny. I'm going to do one more non sequitur side point here. So this time we were like, we're not doing skill 4. It's terrible. But then we forgot we were playing Alpha Strike, where like you hit all the time with everything.
Yeah.
All right. So
I still think it's
it's
We'll set-
space. How hard is it to shoot things, guys? I mean, they got targeting arrays
all
and everything
kinds of
else.
stuff. They got slide rules, protractors. They're packed to the gills with
Crossbows.
the, yeah.
That's when I bored you.
Ooh,
Those are rules we haven't written yet.
that'd be cool though.
Yeah.
Boarding.
We do have rules for fighters landing and taking off from carriers mid-game, but not boarding parties.
If
There is something in Alpha Strike, though. There's like a crew, there's like CRW,
yeah,
which is a special ability. So there are rules somewhere for boarding.
you'd have to if elementals were involved, you'd have to do it.
Yeah.
Because that's a legit, commonly used, at least in the fiction, tactic to
I just imagine they shoot them out of torpedo tubes. Whee! And they miss. It's like mini-me.
They kind of do. You're like, go, little people. Ah.
Right into the chute with you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. Begin blowing me up.
Alrighty. So 5s. I can shoot you with my forward and right wing.
Okay.
Alrighty. So forward is 2, right wing is 3.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's 6 and 4 because we're medium.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yikes.
So
Ain't nothing for my Achilles.
blue is 6. Oh no, the Achilles, the return fire is going to be wicked. Hit and hit.
How much do I take? 10?
That's 10.
Woo. Yikes.
In space, people just be blasting each other.
Chunks of armor.
Yeah.
Dudes getting sucked out into space. There's no shields. This isn't Star Trek.
Yeah.
This isn't
gone.
wussy space stuff. People are dying right now.
The only thing between you and hard vacuum is some
4
crazy
tons of
alloy.
yeah, that's it. Ferrofibrous.
Yeah.
You can shoot. Oh, can your Vengeance shoot back? Or
The Vengeance cannot shoot anybody because there's too many asteroids.
and your
way.
our fighters can't see each
Yeah,
other.
they can't see nothing. So that's all the shooting I've got.
All right. So we're going to start with the Achilles. Also, shockingly at medium range. How'd that work?
It's almost like we measured in.
But what I actually meant to do was this, because I wanted to. I think it's.
See what his arcs are.
Yeah. So I was hoping maybe I could shoot something else with the other side, but I can't. So same thing. I get one of my sides and my front arc.
That's a lot, though.
It's 8 and 10.
That's wicked.
All right, so 8 is purple, 10 is black. All right, and I'm skill 3. Whatever this is, we net it out, right?
Yeah,
so
we net it out.
Fives. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
18
points of damage.
You know what, though? You needed to make a critical hit check for a threshold hit. I also need to make a critical hit on you for a threshold check. This is where it gets fun with the big ships.
Oh, man.
Because they can start racking up criticals. Because there's no insta-death with the big ships. So you can roll 2d6 on me because you exceeded my threshold.
Let's give it a try.
Actually, you exceeded my threshold twice.
Well, 18 exceeds mine by an incredible
It's
amount.
per hit, right? So,
Per hit. Oh, so it's...
I would roll 2, you would roll 2.
Okay.
All right, so you got an 8.
8.
That's a weapon hit. Okay.
And 5.
8 and 5. 5 is fire control. Oh, God.
Oh, those are terrible. In any version of Alpha Strike.
In any version of
Fire
Alpha
control
Strike.
hits
So
are probably
fire
the worst.
control, and then, say, what side are you on? You're on the right side, my left side, so we'll take a left side hit there. All right, so we're at 6, 9, 6. All right. So
my DT is 2.
but I get to roll 2 critical hits on you now.
Yeah.
A 6 and a 9. So
really?
a 6 is a weapon hit. A 9 is a door hit.
Oh, no, my door.
I know. Do they even have doors?
I have aft doors.
Yeah, you do have doors. So
Doors.
airspace fighters can't dock with you now. I don't know. Depends on how many doors you have. Doesn't.
What'd you say? Weapon?
Weapon.
Or fire control?
No docking.
Alrighty, weapon hit, just as a minus.
All right.
And what do you say? That's from...
Oh, right side.
I say right wing, yeah.
I mean, we could roll randomly if we wanted, but I'm fine with just sort of eyeballing it.
No.
But I am going to fire rear arc shots with both of my leopards into your Avenger. I want to see if I can generate some more.
Get some more crits in.
Yeah, so they're at long range. So 3, 7. Now we're the same size, but you're faster, so I need 8s.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 2 damage. Actually, no damage. I can't shoot at long range.
Oh, no.
Did I shoot you at long range before?
Yeah, but that's okay. I don't think it did
I was looking
anything.
at the wrong arc. My rear arc does not shoot at that range.
No, you were shooting at the Sadelets at medium.
Oh, you're right.
Right?
I don't know. We'll just pretend that I wasn't cheating. Okay. So
we're good at this game.
We're really good at this game. So they can't shoot. So now we moved to the dogfight.
Yes.
All right. Now here's how the dogfighting works. It's on the quick reference sheet.
We're gonna look.
So step 1, I pick a target. Actually, you want initiative, so you would go first.
Alrighty.
So you pick a target.
I will pick your Thunderbolts.
Now, why would you pick a target, you ask? Well, there could be multiple fighters, like flights locked in combat.
Yeah.
There's also things called small craft, like the Aquarius and the Lioness and the Ares Lander. There's a few others.
Yeah.
They're like Millennium Falcon-sized ships, There's not many of them, but they can also dogfight, and they can get locked in dogfights. So all of these things can...
Because they're just over tonnage from
correct.
They inhabit that space between aerospace fighters
and
smaller dropships.
Yeah.
That's cool.
These things can't be locked in you can fly up to them, but they're just like
fly away, whatever.
Yeah, they just fly away or whatever. So first you pick a target. Second, you have to establish engagement control. So
that's right.
We each make a control check and we add 2 to it. Now, you're a dogfighter.
No, I am actually an interceptor.
You're an interceptor.
Yes,
well, I'm
so
not a dogfighter either. So we don't get any bonuses in dogfighting then.
Yeah.
So the role of the aerospace fighter does matter. There's other things, other bonuses and whatnot. little things to add flavor. So we're basically both at control +2.
Yeah.
So my skill is actually 2 for my Thunderbolts.
Nice.
These are
experienced pilots. I'm 3.
Captain Blacktooth Jones there. All right. He's actually had some real dental issues throughout his life.
Oh no, well, he's a
why they
pirate.
call him Blacktooth.
He's a pirate. Alrighty. Whoa.
All right, so we both succeed.
We both pass.
All right, now when we both succeed, you make a normal attack at a +2 penalty.
Yep.
All right. So it's a normal attack. So whatever your damage is, and we're at short range, but again, it's +2. So we basically have a 5.
They have a 5.
All right.
Hit.
So
that's 2 damage.
2 damage. Now, you've not exceeded my damage threshold, but you have hit structure, so you may roll, sir, for a critical hit.
Ooh.
A 4. That is
What's
an
that?
engine hit. Oh,
Ooh.
my.
Just shooting each other's engines up.
Oh, my.
Able to kind of get behind
like
you a little bit.
I don't
like
like
a passing
that.
shot.
Yes. Ugh. Can I just leave this guy behind?
Sure.
Like he's just adrift at this point?
Oh, no. You mean
Slowing
leave
me
your
down.
guy, or you mean...
Yeah, just like push the other. Blacktooth Jones, you're out.
Oh, that's terrible.
You're too slow. Actually, Blacktooth Jones is the other guy in the
Just
squad.
reach over and pull his eject handle.
This is Goldtooth Smithers. Smithers. All right.
They really lean into the pirate thing too much. They got to be careful.
Gotta be
they
careful.
get a reputation.
So we make it now. Now it's my turn. We do have to reestablish, right? So these things are zipping all over the place, right? There's 2 fighters in each thing. All right. So we're gonna make another control roll. I failed.
Ooh. Well, that's good for me.
I failed, guys. Now, when I fail, I can still shoot. However, I can only, if only the target. Oh no, you succeeded.
Yeah,
I can't shoot.
The only target succeeds, no attack. Ooh, so
So you
this is
evaded
sort
me.
of abstracting the swirl of the
Correct.
dogfight.
Yeah.
And you just weren't able to make that bank to pull in
because you're in a
behind.
flying shoebox.
Yeah, a flying
And I'm in
shoebox
a-
with
I'm in
really
a-
big rockets on the back.
I'm in like a wingless dragonfly with goofy eyeballs. Love the 80s artwork.
It's so cool, though.
All right, so we're still locked in a dogfight. You've dealt a critical blow to Blacktooth Jones.
I have.
All of my
Surprising.
ships have shot. All of your ships have shot. And we're ready to move into turn 3.
Yeah.
All right. The fate of Mateo hangs in the balance.
It does.
Will these nasty pirates make their way down? We'll see.
Some of them
Guys,
will.
turn 3 is coming up. Don't go away. All right, here we are. It's turn 3 already. And so the Circinus fleet makes its way around the edge of the debris field. The Avenger, hot in pursuit. Meanwhile, the fast Sedlets and the slow, cumbersome Thunderhawks locked in. Thunderbirds, rather, sorry. So confusing. Locked in a dogfight.
So much thunder.
There's so many thundering and so many avian things. So the pirate fighters here launching a dastardly trap around the destroyed Hulk remains of the. I guess that's also a vengeance.
I think it is a vengeance.
It's a bad omen. And then meanwhile, your fighter screen advancing in. You're
unawares.
Unawares. Although they could theoretically see them, but I did win initiative.
Yeah.
Which is exciting. And then over here, of course, my Achilles. Doing space things, spinning around. So it is bringing all of its guns to bear on that assault line that you're bringing here with the vengeance and the fighters. So again, I won initiative, which is exciting. So I get to shoot first.
Yeah. What you gonna shoot here? It's target-rich environment, man. The Achilles is pointed this a ways. He can shoot fighters.
Yeah.
He's not going to shoot fighters. He shouldn't. he could split fire, right?
I mean, I could do all sorts of crazy things, but
Yeah.
I think the first thing I want to do is fire these leopards. So you can fire at multiple targets, right? Now, the thing is, when you have a big dropship, you have lots of people,
Yes.
And so secondary targets for any dropship size thing, there's no penalty.
Yep.
So I could shoot all 4 arcs at different targets and it wouldn't be a problem. So I think what I'm going to do is first I'm going to fire both leopards into that Avenger. Now, you're faster, but we're the same size, so +1. We're at medium range, +3, so I need 6s to hit.
Yeah.
So, leopard 1, leopard 2. Here we go. All right, so both managed to hit. Let me make sure I did that right. So 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so it's only 2 damage each.
Well, that's okay.
What's your threshold? 3?
Threshold is 2.
All right, so I didn't exceed it.
It's got to go over.
I believe it's got to go over. I can check that. For now, we're going to say it's got to go over. Yeah. That would make sense. It is a threshold.
Right, yeah.
You know. So, dealt some damage, though. That's delightful.
Yep. Got me down on my last armor roll. That's significant. If only you had a freed up fighter squadron to ambush them in the back.
So both of my fighters here are within, like, what, 2 inches of the debris field?
Yep.
You know, at the tip of the base?
Yeah.
So I'm going to fire with my Lucifer at your Stingrays.
Okay.
Because your Stingrays are dangerous. They're fire support.
Yeah.
They're going to mess up that Achilles. They get a bonus to hit it. My attack fighters actually get a bonus damage, I believe at medium range and short range. No, only at short range. Ooh. So I don't get the bonus damage, but I'm still going to shoot anyway. All right? Here's how this is going to go. We're going to start with the Lucifer. They're skill 3. I'm thrust 5. What are you?
I'm thrust 6.
So you're faster. So I'm basically 4, 5, 6 for whatever range we're at, medium range. Now, I do 4 points of damage.
Yeah.
I hit.
Ooh. DT of 3.
All right, so I can roll a critical hit as well.
4, yes, indeed.
That's an 8, which is no critical hit.
Nothing.
Nothing. All right, so the Corsair is next. He's going to do the same thing, firing at the Stingrays, also at medium range. Going to need the same. You know what? I needed an 8 to hit you. What did I roll? I think I rolled an 8. No, that was on the critical hit. I think I rolled a 9.
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
You hit him. Let's see what the Corsairs do.
I need an 8, though. That misses.
That misses. Okay.
I forgot about the debris.
Oh, that's right. Yes, we did.
That's why I needed an 8.
Yeah.
We're learning. I'm so new to this. All right, so check this out, though. Both of my leopards can broadside the Stingrays as well.
Yes,
all right?
they can.
And I think, they're at long range.
Well, hold on. I think it was medium for that guy.
Well, you use your own measuring tape, all right, Ben? Stop being so nice.
Yours. I like yours. Hold on.
Why are you so nice?
Yeah, you're within. It's base to base, right?
All right, yeah. So 12 inches.
So the lead guy's medium.
That's big. That's 3 points of damage. So here's the deal, though. You're faster and you're smaller.
I am.
So 3, 4, 5. I need 7s.
That's pretty.
Actually,
good.
wait a minute. I'm size 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oop.
I miss.
Ooh.
And then the other guy at longer range definitely does not hit. All right. So guns firing everywhere. Nothing doing there. So the last thing to shoot is the Big Daddy. All right. Now,
the Homeric hero.
I do so much damage all over the place.
This is why don't you persecute the Avenger first, because he's definitely an arc. Although if you wanted to concentrate fire on the Vengeance, you definitely have that kind of.
I know, but I'm at long range, right?
Yeah, it's 18.
So long 3,
and then.
But wait a minute, you're bigger than me.
Oh yeah, you get that, but yeah, you're at medium to the Avenger. And long to
so
Vengeance.
You're bigger and I'm faster. So that basically is a -2. So basically makes my long range like medium range because you're just gigantic.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I would really only need 5s to hit you. Is that right?
Good. Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna do the nose and the left wing. All those arcs are gonna fire forward at the Vengeance. My right side is gonna broadside the Avenger.
Got it.
And then my rear gunners are still on lunch break. They're not doing anything right now.
They're shooting rocks.
They're clearing a path
yeah.
for the leopards.
Everybody else is shooting. They want to shoot their guns too.
So we're going to start with the vengeance.
Got it.
All right.
Needing
Now
5s, right?
I do 7 and 6 points because you damaged that left side arc.
Ooh,
already.
I had forgotten that.
All right. So it's basically 7 and 6. So white will be the 6, black will be the 7.
Got it.
And I need, is that right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep, per range.
But then I subtract it because you're so big and slow.
Yep, 5s.
Here we go. Somehow I miss.
Oh,
so
well,
I still do
wand.
6 points of damage. All right, that's something. That's something. All right. Come
Better
on,
luck.
come on, Pirate Jesus. All right, so this is 10 points of damage out of the side arc.
Crap. Oh, that's right, because that's the undamaged.
Because I'm at medium range now,
and
too.
you're medium.
Yeah.
Yay.
10 points of damage. You're smaller, but you're not faster.
Not faster.
So those net.
Yeah.
So I still need a 5.
Oh, boy. Yeah, because we're medium now.
Here they come. Missiles, autocannons.
Everything.
All the things.
The
Can I
kitchen
get
sink.
it? I hit it.
Yes. How many is that?
10.
Oh, boy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, Aaron. So you have damage threshold.
And critical.
And critical, and I am a single hull point away from death.
All right, so I'm going to get 2 critical hits, but that reminds me, I believe I exceeded the damage threshold on your vengeance.
Yeah, DT is 3.
All right, so I'm going to roll
guy?
a critical hit first on the vengeance.
Alrighty.
A 7, which is a thruster hit.
That's not great. I'm already slow as balls.
Oh, shoot. You know what I forgot, dude? I have a fire control hit. So...
An enterprising young ensign electrocuted himself.
Well, wait a minute.
Bridging the
I
fire
think I
control
still hit,
circuits.
though, because I only needed 5s, and I missed the one over there, and I rolled an 8 here.
3.
That I don't remember. I'm bad at this.
That's okay. Go with
bad
it.
at this.
Go with it.
But I did hit there, regardless.
We're rolling dice.
That's more important. That's like a paint. That's like a chip, a paint chip.
Put it in the comments. Tell Aaron how much he's messing up.
Yeah, you know I love that. All right. So I rolled the critical hit on the vengeance. Now I have 2 critical hits.
2 crits on the Avenger.
On the Avenger. A 7 and an 8. A thruster and a weapon.
So you're
pretty much front arc.
Yeah, I would say front arc.
You know.
Oh boy. So nose
I'm gonna have to
is
mark
1/4.
him. I'm gonna have to mark him to remember that fire control hit.
Thruster is down to 6. Oh boy.
Okay. Jeez Louise. I was vicious.
Yeah.
All right. So you'll shoot, and then we'll get into the dogfight.
Are you sure you don't want to pull back and attack run with the Thunderbirds?
I can't.
I know.
I can't. You have me. I'm
one more turn, the Avenger's gone.
Yeah. I've got you this time.
Yeah.
You know, flying around trying to shoot your dudes.
Alrighty, where are we at?
Well, you can shoot your vengeance and those fighters and your vengeance, your Avenger. There's so much venge going on.
There is.
So edgy.
Well, let's start with the fighters.
All right.
Let's do the Stingrays. So they're going to shoot at the Achilles.
All right. Now they are fire support.
They're fire support.
They get -2 to hit when they're at medium, long, or extreme range against dropship size things.
So they are at medium range, and we're definitely going to shoot the Achilles. So I'm 3, 4, 5 for range. Not faster than you. I'm slower.
You're not faster than me.
So
but there's a 2 size difference.
Up 1, and then size down 1.
Yeah.
And then -2 for range. I'm at 5s again.
Yeah.
Alrighty, here it comes. 4 damage.
Beep, 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 beep. Oh boy.
We hit.
All right. 4 damage does not exceed my threshold.
So you're okay.
I cackle at your pathetic display. I patch Willie Johnson as the captain. His nickname is Patches.
He's in an appropriately named ship.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, so the Slayers. The Slayers can still, because our targeting arcs are here, my Slayers can shoot the fighters up front.
You can. Yeah.
I think I will. I'm going to shoot
because it's
them.
like normal Alpha Strike, so everything in front of that rear arc for the fighters is in their front arc, basically.
Nice.
Fighters are very simple.
So who are these guys up front? I can't remember now.
Well, I'm not telling you. It's a Lucifer.
Lucifer, that's what it was.
Right.
I knew it was something. A lot of creative names for
Creative
these
names.
guys. So I'm skill 3. What's your thrust rating for the Lucifer?
5.
So I'm actually faster than you.
What?
Which is funny. We're the same size.
All right.
So I'm 2, 3, 4, 5 because of the cover,
Yeah.
right?
I will. Yeah. Go ahead. If
Right.
it's close, I'm going to say you hit because I think I may have botched mine. So we'll let you. We'll cut you some slack
We'll
here
see.
if you roll a 4.
Well,
He didn't.
okay.
He didn't really even roll 8. Like all your dice. Are
All
above
my
4.
dice are rolling. So that's 4 damage.
4 damage? Oh
Yeah.
boy. All right, so that exceeds the damage threshold of the Lucifer, but it doesn't go through his armor yet.
With a 9?
That is a weapon hit. All right, so he's down to 333. Now the fun fact is I can choose to shoot with either one. So even though he took a weapon hit, the other guy can shoot and I can still use the maximum, right?
Because he's just, hey, I took control of it. And they just switch.
My guns are jammed.
Yeah. Blast away and my guns jam. More crossover fun. So we did that. We're going to do the Avenger next.
Okay.
Now, he's...
Is he going, is he leoparding? Leopard hunting?
Yeah, he's going to leopard hunt this rear guy, which puts him in medium, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
they're medium. Now, we're the same size. You're faster.
Yeah, do I have left and right arc
Oh, for sure.
on that
All
guy?
the arcs. You
Okay,
have
so
all
we're
the
going to do
arcs.
that. So I'm going to roll all of the dices.
All right. So you only need like 5s, I think.
Did my damage...
No, you need 4s.
Yeah. Well, my damage took place... This damage doesn't affect until the end of turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just like regular Alpha
Just
Strike.
like regular Alpha Strike. Yeah,
Yeah,
your
so
weapon
3s,
hit
4s,
doesn't matter.
5s,
Yep.
down to 4s.
4s.
Alrighty.
Oh, boy.
That's a hit,
So how much damage?
hit,
Oh, my
and
God.
a hit. Oh boy, so...
I may have miscalculated
no, you're good.
my
so
strategy.
So it's 2... Yeah, I did 2 for the right wing, 6 for the nose, and 4 for the left wing.
Wait, the left wing and the right wing have different, but they can't.
Oh, I took weapons damage to
you-
my right wing last turn.
Last turn?
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right,
Yeah,
so but then it's 6, 4, and 3. Because you took...
No, it's 6-4-1. 6-4-1, it's quarter damage. I have 4 in that arc.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
so it's
right.
6-4-1. So 11 total.
So 11 total.
Yeah.
Oh my. So 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, I got 1 pip of armor left. But you crit me twice. You exceeded my damage threshold twice.
6. Weapon.
Crap.
Oh, shoot
Weapon
each other's
on the
weapons off.
rear.
Yeah.
Well, that stinks.
That might be the only thing my Avenger's going to do for
you
the rest
get
of the game.
another, right? You get is it 1 per
No, I think I don't
every
get another
time you
one.
exceed the threshold? I think it's every time.
Is it
but
every time? Well, then we've missed
That's how
some.
we've been playing it. So just
Yeah.
roll another one.
All right, we're going to do another one.
That's how we're doing it.
8, which is probably a weapon again, right?
Oh boy. All right.
Another
well,
weapon.
Well, I mean, I round it's still the same thing.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Last but not least,
Dun dun dun. dun.
Super Star Destroyer. I mean, the Vengeance. Okay, I'm shooting at the Achilles.
All right.
I'm shooting all of my front arcs. That's 30. No, I can't. I lied to you.
I
can
think
shoot
your
my
right
nose.
side's probably out of.
Yeah, I can shoot my nose and my left arc at
Not
you, which
to
is
nitpick, but
no. You're absolutely correct
'Cause
because
he's
I
a-
can't turn fast enough. He's
It's
so chubby.
you're at what are you at medium? No, you were at long.
No, I'm at long.
That's right. I forgot. We're
Yeah.
at long.
So I'm 3-7
Why 7? Oh, for long range.
for long range.
I'm faster.
You're
8.
faster. 8,
Smaller by 1, 9.
smaller 9. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's go for it.
All right. So, how much damage do you do on yellow and
10
blue?
and 10.
10 and 10. Oh,
We just got 10s all day
oh my God.
So that's 20 damage.
Holy sh!
Beep. Whoa.
1, 2, 3,
Hi.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
I did not
11,
think- I did
12,
not think
13,
he was gonna
14,
be
15,
that.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Dude, Claxons, dude's getting sucked into space. This is bad news. You get 2. Obviously, you exceeded my damage threshold twice.
So
you're going to get 2 critical hits, an 8 and a 10.
And
a 10 is nothing, thank God. An 8 is, I'm going to say weapon. That's got to be on the nose. Yikes.
Jiminy Christmas. That's savage.
That's very savage. This game's only going to last one more turn. Everything's going to be dead next turn.
Oh, man.
I got to get these fighters out of the asteroid field pronto.
Yeah, you got to get the Lucifers.
Actually, they're like, all right, see you guys. They're out.
They just flip everything off and float until everybody goes away.
Yeah, like they like attach to the bottom of the ship. Yeah. So ingenious. Who would do that? And float away with the garbage. So
it's space, guys. Just let us
do space things. Dogfight.
Dogfighting. We need to make.
I want initiative. I go first.
That's right.
I'm going to establish control.
Okay.
Right? I'm going to assert my dominance.
We're both in.
I'm going to pee all over your fighter. So we both succeed. I can make a normal attack at +2.
Okay, go for it.
Now, my normal attack is I'm gunnery 2. Yep. You're faster 3.
Yep. We're
at short range 0.
Yeah.
And then 4/5 because of the dogfighting because we both are swirling around.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. How much do you have left on your?
2, 4, 5 structure on the one, and the other one's healthy.
Yeah, it will not spill. It will not spill over.
Okay. No, so he'll just.
I'm just going to overheat 1.
Okay.
Here we go. I got it.
Oh,
so it's going to do 5 damage.
All right, so he dies.
He does. It's a true story. All right.
Billy. Oh. Smith, no!
He's like ejecting into space. Oh, God!
The ever dramatic hiss of air out of the suit. Tell my mom I should never have signed up.
Tell her I don't love her.
Yeah.
She made me do this.
Oh gosh.
All right, so
it's really deep here.
It's getting deep. We're building the characters. Yeah. So now you get to attack back. So first, establish control.
That's a control check, right?
All right.
Which we
both succeed.
So I get to attack you with a +2. So I'm 3, 4, 5.
And you're 4 because you're faster.
4 because I'm faster, right?
Yeah.
Do I have any other penalties? I have an engine hit.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Oh no, because I'm still thrust 8.
Yeah, I'm right. Ridiculous. You're still thrust 3,000.
All right.
So 7 hits.
So 2 damage.
All right. So somehow the Thunderbird is still alive with 1 structure.
Oh.
So you can make a critical hit though.
But I don't exceed your giant damage.
7, no critical. Black Eye Willie or whatever his name is. What was his name?
Blacktooth Willie.
Blacktooth Jones. That was
Blacktooth
Willie.
Jones.
Was
that's right. Willie's this.
I gotta get this.
Willie Johnson is over here. Come on, Aaron. You got to paint the names on the bases.
All right. So we're gonna go into turn 4 now. Oh my God, dude! I can't believe you doubled down on the 10 damage from that vengeance. Like
that's a lot. That's a lot.
This is bad news.
The vengeance. I didn't think he was going to really make it, and I thought the penalties were going to be too high at range to actually do anything. I was wrong because I rolled well.
All right. So these guys are still locked in a dogfight, but now you're down to 1 fighter, which next turn will give you penalties on things, especially in the dogfight because you don't have anybody covering, so I can swarm you. But we'll see what happens. So turn 4 is coming up. You know, can my fighter screen do something here? Help this Achilles out. Maybe you'll whiff a couple of shots. That vengeance is barely damaged.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
He's got a ton of stuff left.
All right, guys. Well, stay tuned. It is dire straits for the Circinus Legionnaires. We'll see. We'll be right back. Desperate escape here. The Leopards fleeing across space, heading to Mateo, trying to deposit their valuable mech payload on the surface. So we've got
a chance.
It's true. They got to give the Legionnaires a chance. So the Achilles battered by a surprise barrage. I mean, I was very surprised by the accuracy of this Vengeance, this beautifully painted Vengeance here. Look at the decal work by Ben. Well done, sir.
Love decal.
So I won initiative. My Corsairs and my Lucifers jumped out. So one of the things that the Lucifers are doing is what's called screening. So they're going to fly basically in front of the Achilles there, and it's sort of like when elementals hang off a mech. There's a chance that any incoming fire will hit the fighters instead of the dropship. So we'll see how that goes. Then over on this side, the Avenger continuing to move forward, although I think we forgot to move him the full 5.
Just a little. Well, he doesn't. He's got limited movement too.
Oh, that's right. He
Yeah,
does.
he took engine hits.
And then these guys still locked in a dogfight. But we did forget to move that Avenger, but you're right. Yeah, he's only like 3 inches or something. All right. So, you want to shoot first? I don't know. I can shoot first. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, because everything happens simultaneously. So let me get the.
You lost. So I think you're supposed to shoot first.
Let me get the Avenger out of the way.
Okay.
He didn't really have much. He's going to try and shoot.
The thruster hit was huge because now is he still at medium?
He's still at medium, but he's taken extensive damage. So he doesn't have the. I've got 2 fire points, 4, and down to 1.
Oh, that's exciting.
So I don't have a lot of firepower anymore. So I'm 3, 4, 5 for medium, up 1, down 1, right?
Yeah.
It's all right.
You're shooting at the same one.
Shooting at the rear guy, the trailing guy. So 2 points, 4 points in blue, 1 point in white.
Okay. 2, 4, white.
2, 4, 1.
2, 4, 1.
Yep. No, and no, right? I need 7s.
You're at medium range, 3, 4, 5. You're slower.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
needed
I'm slower.
6s.
I need 6s, so I don't hit.
Because your thrust is...
Whiff.
That's huge.
That is huge.
That's huge. Are we missing something? Same size? No, you're slower
I'm
now
slower
because
now.
of the thrust.
Yeah.
Those thruster hits were crucial.
They were.
Pinpoint intentional accuracy from the broadside of the Achilles.
That's right.
A hero in the making.
Definitely
a hero in the making. All right, so
that's it for them.
Do you want to shoot your Vengeance or your fighters?
Shoot the Stingray at this leading guy here. We're medium there, so I'm 3, 4, 5 for range.
Yeah, and you get
I get
a hit
minus
bonus.
2 to hit. Yeah. This is down to 3s. What's your speed though for the Leopard?
4.
Oh, so I'm faster too. So 3s, right?
So basically auto hit.
Auto hit, yeah. So
I mean, you have to imagine, even though they're at a pretty big distance here, I mean, that ship can hold 4 mechs and 2 fighters. It's big.
It's big. Yeah.
It's like a battle mech shooting a building, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, so that's why it's just easy to hit. And, we might revisit, I mean, maybe just gunnery 4 is the way to go to make it just a little bit more challenging.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not hard to hit when you're at these ranges. Like
No.
when you're further away, definitely.
Yeah.
But now the gauntlet is tightening around my
Well, we did start relatively
around my throat.
We did start relatively close together.
Right. The scenario
'Cause
did
the
have
scenario,
a scenario.
yeah. All right. So that was 4 points.
I was hoping you were going to forget.
No. I'm focused. I'm focused on the
1,
bloodlust
2,
is up there.
3, 4. Got it.
The
I'm
Slayer.
happy the Avenger missed.
That's going to be important later on. I think the Slayers are going to try and shoot the Lucifers.
Ooh. Okay. They're going to try to de-picket my de-screen my Achilles.
I don't know how good we're going to be at it. Are we at short?
It looks pretty short. 3 inches base to base.
Yeah, base 3 inches. Alrighty. So I'm 3s. You're what's your thrust?
5.
Thrust 6. So 2s. Same size, right?
Yeah. So you're just like
Pew, pew.
you're just hitting.
Yep. Hitting.
How much damage?
4.
So you're going to get 2 critical hits.
1 for threshold, 1 for structure.
Yep.
So 5 and
5 is weapon. 8 is nothing, which I love because I already took a weapon hit. and it's not really doing a whole lot for me. So the other guy's going to be shooting, but that's all right. He's going to be my sacrificial lamb when the broadside from the...
Alrighty, that leaves the vengeance. I'm going to...
Miss everything.
Probably. I'm going to split fire.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to shoot my right wing weapons at this dropship.
I don't like that.
And then I'm going to shoot my nose and left wing weapons at the Achilles. If I got arc right. Yeah. Okie doke, Aaron. What do we got? 3. Wait, do I have any? No, my thrust got hit, so I'm even slower. So I'm 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right?
Yeah. Because I'm faster and bigger.
Yeah.
Or, I'm sorry, faster and smaller.
Faster and smaller.
So right.
7s.
And you're medium range. Yeah. 7s. It's missable.
It is. So front, it's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
At least one misses.
Miss. And 10 out.
All right, now screening. A 5.
Yeah.
Or better. Damn it. Damn it. All right, so it was 10 damage.
Come on, Bucktooth Rogers. You gotta jump in front of things.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yay. All right, that's a threshold hit, though.
Alrighty, so 8. I think that's nothing.
It's a 7.
7.
That is something on the big ones. It's a thruster hit for the Achilles. Which I don't love. So -1 thrust, I believe. So
yeah. He's still
7A. He's 7. He's fast.
Yeah, he's still pretty fast.
Zipping along.
So that leaves the right wing weapons on the leopard, which is a long. So that's 7, 8, 9.
Well, he's 2 sizes smaller.
10.
Is he slower though? What's your thrust?
My thrust is 3.
Oh, you're so slow.
So slow.
Yeah, so you need 10s?
So 10s.
It's... Oh my god! It's ridiculous!
You know what? The other day, Dan was like, you got loaded dice. Like,
you just have a loaded luck.
I guess so. Usually, well, I have said for a long time I'm way better an admiral than I am a general. So maybe this is paying
10
off.
Damage?
That's 10 damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's into structure.
Alrighty.
And you've exceeded his threshold.
Structure, threshold.
6 and 5.
6 and 5.
Weapon and fire control.
Ooh.
All right. So weapon, we'd say right side.
Yeah.
All right. And fire control, which is the stinkiest. So right side, let's say 1, 1. Still a minimum of 1, right? When you reduce the damage. Oh no, it's not. It's always weird with when it's a percentage-based thing.
It's like you can't ever do nothing, right?
No, yeah, you can.
Can you drop to 0?
And standard like mech-based Alpha Strike, you can, because it's minus to fix them out.
Yeah, but usually stuff dies before
it's true.
It gets to that point.
We're not talking about massive juggernauts.
No.
So, I believe you're done shooting.
I am done shooting.
All right. Now, the pirates realize the desperation here, right? One of their dropships is like almost in flames, may not even survive re-entry. The other one's taken significant damage, just barely some armor left, right?
Yeah.
My Achilles is jacked up.
Yeah.
All kinds of damage, thruster, fires internal, crew people just like floating into space.
Going for impromptu spacewalks,
Right,
get some fresh air.
Yeah, getting some fresh air. So we got to see what's going on here. I need to make some very, very intelligent decisions. Now, the good news is this. Both of these guys are in medium range, so we're going to start with the leopards. They're going to fire at the Avenger. All right, now they're skill 3.
I do them one at a time, though.
Yeah? Well, I want to fire their side arcs.
Oh, yeah, you
too.
fire the side arcs at these guys. Yeah, okay.
They're basically going rear there and sides into the stingrays is what I'm going to do. Right side into those guys, the little fighters that just jacked up the one of them. So the rear, I'm going to need 3. I'm faster now.
Yeah.
Well, so 3, 4, 5 with range. I'm faster, 4.
And we're the same size.
It's so funny when you're slow.
What's happening?
So I hit you for 4 points of damage.
He's gone.
Two groups of 2. So the
Avenger's dead.
Explodes into a fireball.
Crewman.
Actually, there's like little recovery vehicles.
No, actually, it's like
just forever. 4 years later, we'll be playing a battle report, and he'll come flying by.
Yeah.
All right, so the Avengers destroyed. That's big.
Yes.
Now, both leopards firing at the stingrays.
Okay.
They're stingrays, right?
Yeah.
That's what they're called?
Yeah. The one of them is on his last row of armor.
All right.
And the other one is healthy for now.
All right, so I'll roll them both individually. It's going to be 3 damage each.
Okay.
As we are at medium range. Now you're smaller, so basically I'm at 3, 4, 5, 6 because you're smaller, 7 because you're faster.
I'm thrust 6. Oh,
Yeah,
you can thrust
4.
4. That's right.
So I need 7s.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So 3 damage each. Again, coming out of the right side. I just took that critical hit this turn, so I hit both. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What's his threshold?
Threshold is 3, and he's dead.
All right, so I destroy one of the 2 fighters. This is very exciting.
He is dead.
All right.
You have Lucifers?
It's a tough one. Well, I still got the Achilles.
And that's right.
So the Achilles is at medium range. I can do 25 points of damage to your vengeance if I hit with everything. All right. So I am skill 3.
Medium range.
4 or 5.
I'm huge and I'm slow.
I need 3s.
Yeah.
At this distance. I need 3s to hit you. It's purple, black, white from most damage to least damage.
Yep.
So everything hits.
Everything
so
hits.
It's 25 points of damage.
Oh.
It's going to be 6, 9, and 10.
1, 2.
Now the tide's turned a little bit here.
Oh, yes, it has. That's 3/4 of my armor gone.
All right.
And that's my damage threshold is 3. That's an
So I'm going
immense
to get
amount
3,
of critical
3
hits.
critical hits.
Yeah.
Cruise the battle stations.
Alrighty, what do we have?
Okay, so I've got a weapon hit, which will probably be on the front.
Yep.
I have another thruster hit, as if you weren't fast enough.
Jeez.
And then I have an engine hit,
Oh dear.
which is debilitating. And that also affects your thrust.
Engine hit and
So the engine's 1/4 of your thrust. So
and
whatever.
then another thruster. Oh my gosh, I'm so slow.
You're like the one. You're basically.
Oh, I'm also marking it off on the wrong one.
No, yeah, these
I'm a
things
total
happen.
jerk. Thruster, engine, nose.
Nose, yeah. All right. Now, while you're doing that, I gotta think about these fighters. So, I could try to sandwich the Slayers, but I'm not like super concerned about them. I'm gonna be honest. I could take a couple of hits from those, and I would be okay.
Yeah, they only do 4.
What I'm concerned about is the Vengeance. So the Lucifer is within medium range, right?
Is he fire support?
He is attack, so
he gets
needs to be
bonuses.
He needs to be short range, I think.
Well, for the damage bonus, does he still get a attack bonus at
No.
at medium?
He does not.
Oh,
Yeah, they're basically like the attack fighters are like they're
they're like close in.
like dog fighting with big ships. When they're at short range, they can pinpoint, whatever. That was the notion there. So those guys are actually just going to shoot. They're going to shoot the Vengeance.
Yeah. Well, you could get another critical on him.
I could. So I'm at 3, 4, 5. You're way bigger. So I basically automatically
Basically ought to hit. Yeah.
I'll roll it just for fun. So I
Yay.
hit, and then it's going to be 4 damage, and then the critical is a 6, which is another weapon hit on the nose.
That's not good. I go down to half.
All right, now the Corsairs are going to do the same thing. As they zip out of the asteroids over this debris, they're going to just fire all of their energy weapons at the Vengeance. So they do 3 damage, or I could do 4 at short to the Slayers. And
well, let me put this into perspective. The Vengeance is 2, 4, 5 points away from being stripped. Has half its firepower in the nose.
I know.
Has an engine.
I'm gonna
and
go for
thrusters.
I gotta go for the Vengeance. I gotta go for the Vengeance. I gotta stay on target. Stay on target.
Stay on target.
Can't help it. Hits.
That's hits. So that's how many? 3?
Just 3. But I don't exceed your damage threshold.
My damage threshold is 3.
Is in fact 3.
You had to go in like Last Starfighter mode. It just
Death Blossom?
lasers.
Yeah. They called it the Death Blossom, didn't they?
Yeah.
It was the weirdest thing, but it was super cool.
When you were like 12, 11,
it was awesome.
It was the most amazing space movie ever. Yeah.
It was really cool. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it.
Definitely do.
So, speaking of Death Blossoms, you are down to 1 fighter now.
I am. So what are my penalties for that? I'm sure
Great question. We'll be right back.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
So once a flight has lost one of its aerospace fighters, you take an additional +2 to all of your engagement control rolls to establish control. So you want to go first?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So basically, it's normally +2. Now it's +4 for you.
7s.
You need 7s. I need 4s.
That's
you make it.
A 7.
I make it. So you can attack with +2.
Okay. So 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Hits for 2 more damage.
All right. So you destroy one of the Thunderbirds.
Ooh.
In the dogfight.
Talk about attrition, man. We're
vicious.
Wearing each other down.
Vicious. But he's not dead yet.
No, he's not. And he has an advantage in the control phase.
He does. And I'm just going to overheat the high hell, which is going to be amazing.
All right.
The advantages of winning initiative. So,
all right.
We establish control. I'm 2, 3, 4, and you do right. It's still 4 and 7. Yeah. Same numbers. You make it.
I do make it.
This guy is a hero.
He is.
He's a hero. So
holy crap.
I will attack you normally with a +2.
Yep.
I need a 4. 5, actually, because you're faster.
Yep.
And I'm going to overheat 3.
Ooh.
My damage will be 7.
Oh my gosh.
I just hit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so you're
2 crits.
Yeah. Oh, well over damage threshold and internal.
The shoebox.
Shoebox. It's going to be the shoebox of imminent death.
No critical and a 5.
Weapon.
Is it a weapon?
Yeah.
Well, it's worth something. All right. So,
man,
that is the end of turn 4.
Action packed.
Absolute carnage.
Yes.
So multiple fighters down. Leopard almost destroyed. The Vengeance. We got revenge on the Vengeance.
Yeah.
In a big way. A critical miss by the Vengeance on the Achilles.
Yeah.
Which could have resulted in it being destroyed. But these Hulks are still battered, flying through space. The Leopards so close.
Yeah.
They can almost taste the sweet atmosphere. The one's got 1 pip left, or 2 pips. He's definitely going to burn up in re-entry. I mean, it's done. Actually, you know what, we can just shoot the mech. Don't they shoot the mechs out? Don't they have like the high altitude drops with the mechs?
They do. They do. Maybe they got like
do.
Giant parachutes for mechs.
No, remember they have the thrusters. Like rules for it
do.
in strategic ops, I think.
So everybody that's in that one has jump jets.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun.
For sure.
It'll be fun.
It's like the Maxims. They just push them out.
No, you specifically have an industrial mech whose job it is to just boot them out the back of the thing.
Perfect. I want you to know I did paint. I painted up a whole force already of these Circinus Legionnaires.
Nice.
Absolutely put a Maxim in my force. Like, not even a question. We are going to have a Maxim versus Maxim like drift duel.
Hot Maxim on Maxim action.
It's going to happen. But before we get there, Ben, we need to finish up the space battle. So guys, stick around. Turn 5 is coming right up. Here we are, turn 5 in the skies of Mateo. The Sedlitz and the Thunderbird. There's just one of each. They're locked in a death duel. It doesn't even matter who wins. Like they're gonna like look up from their cockpits and realize that everybody's dead and gone. Because over here,
dropships to go back to.
Yeah, I mean over here it's got real.
Yeah.
Like here's what happened. So Ben did win initiative. Or actually, I won initiative.
Yeah, you won. Yeah,
I won. So Ben moved his vengeance forward. It side-slipped a little bit from the inertia, moved it forward. What I was able to do with my Achilles is actually basically slide, turn, move, turn, and now I'm on his right side arc. So why did I do that? Because he has to make a decision either to shoot his right side at these leopards, or he can only get a single front arc on the Achilles, which will keep it alive. My Corsairs engaged his Slayers. They're both dogfighters. That's going to be a fun little duel. Also will be like the last people left on the board. Stingray, Singular going after the Leopards, and then both of my Lucifers closing in on that vengeance as well. Hoping to put a little bit of pain, a little bit of the pain train on the vengeance. So we'll see what happens. Now, would you like to start shooting, sir?
Yeah. All right, we're going to keep everybody in suspense. We're going to go for the Stingray.
Oh, this is bad, man.
The single Stingray, because the other one's dead, on... I think it was the tailing one I was shooting at.
Well, I can tell you which one's more damaged, if that's what you want to know.
I think it's this guy.
It's not. It's the other one.
Really?
Yeah. That guy, the trailing guy, was the one the Avenger missed 3 times. Oh. So he took an initial salvo. It was brutal.
Yeah.
But the outside one got...
He got
pretty hard. I think he got Stingrayed. Well, he got Stingrayed, then he got Vengeanced.
Yeah, that's right. He did. Yeah. Alrighty. So Stingray on the more damaged.
All right. So he's
leopard.
only got 2 pips.
Let's see what we can do, Aaron. Do I take penalties for being the last fighter standing
only
on
in
dropship?
So there's two there's a implicit penalty when you're in a dogfight.
Yeah.
But then the other penalty is if there's critical hits or whatever, you can't like juggle it around. Like you can't say, oh well, this guy's got the weapon damage, I'm going to shoot with the other guy because there's only one guy left.
So he just eats it.
So he eats everything, all the crits and everything else. So otherwise, no, he's just as good.
So he's 3.
He's very brave, flying alone in space.
He is.
His carrier's about to go up in smoke.
What do these guys do? Do they try to land on a planet at some point? Just kind of...
So there is a rule in our rules.
Yeah.
You cannot field an aerospace... You can't field aerospace fighters greater than the number of doors and aerospace transport that you have. So you have to bring carriers to every battle. Like everything, like the Achilles has some capacity, the Leopards have... Every dropship has some... Most of them have some capacity. But you couldn't field just like infinite swarms of aerospace because you're right, they run out of fuel.
Yeah. So they would have to like try and make planetfall.
Basically.
Hope they landed somewhere hospitable.
My scopes are dead.
Oh man. The life of an aerospace fighter is bad.
It's bad. It's just bad.
Alrighty, so we're 3s, 4s, 5s. I don't think I'm only marginally faster than you.
Are you still you have 6?
Yeah, I'm still at 6.
You're faster then. And you're smaller.
And I'm smaller.
Yeah. So
3s?
Yeah, dude. Let me move this off.
Dude, I got you.
You got me.
But it's only 3. Oh, no, it is 4 points for a medium.
Done.
Yeah.
So one of the leopards, one of the critical objectives has been destroyed. A valuable payload.
That last guy holding on. I'm going to get these guys.
Done.
All right.
Just as it just enters the atmosphere, streaking through the sky of Mateo.
I'd be like, how do you feel about that? Aerospace fighter guy.
Sad. Now I have to go smash 4 of my newly painted mechs. We'll do that after the battle report. I can never.
No, that's awful.
Unless you paid me enough. Leave in the comments, how much would you pay me to smash a finely painted mech on camera?
Oh, that's terrible.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd have a hard time doing it.
Yeah, it'd have to be an exorbitant amount. Blood, sweat, and tears in those things. All right, the vengeance. I'm going to shoot the Achilles.
You're going full bore into the Achilles?
I'm going full bore into the Achilles.
All right.
We'll let the ground pounders deal with the ground pounders.
All right. This is now just a matter of, dare I say, vengeance.
I didn't think about that, but yes, it is a matter of vengeance. All right.
The lasers!
So what do we got? We're 3. Oh, we don't have any fire
still
control.
At medium range.
We are still in medium range. Holy crap! All right, so well, that's good for me.
I measured. I'm better. I'm better at medium range.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see, Aaron.
So what do you find? Just your right side?
I'm firing my right,
and your front.
Right side and my nose.
Got it.
So my nose is going to be the yellows. I am at half value, so I'm 5 and 11. Right? Only 5 and 11. So we hit here, but I miss with the preponderance of my firepower here.
So only the 6?
Only the 5.
Oh,
only,
5.
Only 5 damage. Only 5 damage.
God,
you may
alive.
live. Ah! Son of a gun.
But you do get a critical, as there is a, the damage threshold.
4.
4.
We haven't had that one yet.
That's a new one.
Nothing.
It's a nothing. Oh my God.
Son of a gun.
The narrow profile of the Achilles.
Vengeance. You robbed yourself. I shoot my rear arc at you.
Okay.
No, I can't do that. I'll allow it for me.
Dude, that was crazy.
That's it.
All right.
Man. Do your worst, sir. Do your worst.
All right, so the first things first, both leopards are going to be firing rear arc
at the remaining stingray.
At the remaining stingray. Now, it's 2. They're both damaged and they've both taken weapon hits, so they're both down to 1. Oh, no. One is still good on the... one's taken half damage. The other one has not. It was right wing. So it's 2 and 1. All right, so 2, and then the white is 1.
Alrighty.
3, 4, 5 for range, right? 6, 7. I need 7s.
Yep. Hit and hit.
So 3 damage in total.
2, 3.
Nothing's going to go over your threshold, though.
Yeah, my DT is 3.
Yeah.
Because he's a chunky boy.
Yeah, so I only did 2 and 1, so nothing doing there.
You have Achilles and the Lucifers. Oh, and side arcs.
No, because you're behind me. It doesn't work like that. 100%.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
100%.
100%.
Ben, I'm not going to cheat. Not this late in the game. Only early when no one's paying attention. Everyone's like, it's fine. Right?
A gentleman.
But when there's this much on the line, you gotta pay close attention here. Yeah. Otherwise, I'll get reamed out in the comments. You didn't really win, you cheater.
Oh, we're just having a good time.
All right, so
spaceships around.
That's what Ben thinks. I'm not. I'm very stressed right now.
He's gonna go smash backs.
I've got both my Lucifers. One is heavily damaged, but the other one, the wingman, is still in great form, so he's going to be the one that's shooting. So 3, we're medium range, 4, 5, but you're way bigger than me. I basically automatically hit.
Yep.
Because you're slow and gigantic. So it's going to be 4 points of damage.
1.
Actually, wait, I'm going to overheat. So it's going to be 6 points of damage.
4, 5, 6. That's internal, and you're above my DT twice.
Well, it's only going to be 1. So 2 critical hits. All right.
What do we got?
Oh, wait a minute. I can't overheat. I'm confused. I'm looking at the wrong card.
Uh-oh.
Well, just leave it because you're going to get hit with the Achilles.
So I say that means you got to do 2.
I did still hit internal.
You hit internal.
But you get two pips back.
Yep.
I got a 5, which is I think nothing. Oh, it's fire control. It's fantastic.
Another +2.
Okay.
And damage threshold roll.
No, I didn't exceed it, right? You're 4?
No, DT's 3.
Your DT's 3?
Yeah, DT's 3. You get another roll.
Another 5.
Another fire control. No. Jeez.
All right. So here comes the Achilles. All right. Now my left side can't shoot. My left side has taken some damage, so that's okay. My nose is down to a 6, but my right side is at a 10. So it's going to be, let's do black is 6, purple is 10. All right. Now here's the deal, though. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, with the fire control, but you're gigantic.
Comes down to 5.
5 again.
for the marbles. Oh yeah, he gone. Boom.
The broadside from the Achilles just breaks apart in space.
And looking at the block, the armor, specifically the armor blocks for these things, you're like, they'll never die. Well, they die. They die.
So it's interesting. So when you buy the PDF with all the different cards in it, it covers all the eras, right?
Yeah.
And like the Achilles and the Vengeance especially, before it becomes a pocket warship, that's like, it's okay. And then all of a sudden it's like, I'm doing 30 damage a turn if anything is in front of me. So yeah, you mow through things. I mean, and if you look at the Sarna entries, they have a bajillion weapons on them.
They do. I was looking at the TRO the other night. I'm like, what am I actually getting myself into? And
It's
you're
crazy.
like, Gauss rifle, Gauss rifle, Gauss rifle, Gauss rifle, Gauss rifle, PPZ. Like, holy crap!
Yeah, they got so many guns. All right, now basically we've got 2 dogfights.
Yeah.
All right.
We sure do.
So let's start with this one.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
So you're the attacker,
Old Blacktooth. Old Blacktooth over here. He's like, get you, Gadget. That's because you have Gadget. That's his name.
Oh gosh,
I don't know.
It probably is.
I don't remember. You can go first if you want.
Yeah, I'm at 7s, right?
You're at 7s, but I'm at 6s because I also lost.
Oh, that's right. You lost your dude. I do not.
I got mine.
Dude.
So you don't get to shoot me.
I don't.
Now we'll do it again.
I got it. I also didn't get it.
Oh no! Now
you get a bonus.
When I succeed, I get a -2 bonus in the arc of my choosing. Yeah, I mean I'm just
rear arc.
Yeah, I mean it's extra pip of damage, I believe, right?
Yeah. Well, how much damage do you do it?
But this guy didn't overheat at all. Only the other guy did.
Oh, he doesn't need to. Has he got more than 2?
Oh yeah, he does. He does 4 without overheating.
So my guy dies. A ball of fire.
I love it. I love it.
I never should have signed up.
And he's free.
He is. He can go shoot other
like little
stuff
bumblebees.
They do.
Don't they look like little bumblebees?
That is one of the more strange
designs. I love that you painted that's a miss by me. You painted all your thrusters so cool.
Oh,
I like that with mine.
It's one of the things I enjoy.
It adds a little nice pop of color to them, you know?
Yeah. Otherwise, they're pretty. I mean, they're small.
Yeah.
You can't put a lot of detail on them.
Now I get to consolidate 6 inches, then I can re-roll another charge.
Sweeping charge?
Yeah, sweeping advance.
Sweeping advance, yeah, sweeping advance. That's what it was.
I don't think you can do that anymore. I think they changed those rules. I was so abusive.
It was.
Fun
somewhere
times.
around 5th.
5th or 6th, I got rid of it. Yeah. Anyway, you either know or you don't. All right?
You probably know.
You probably know. So now the Slayers and the Corsairs.
We're both dogfighters, aren't we?
We're dogfighting bros. So it just nets out.
Yeah.
Which is, unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Well, that's what you do, is you send dogfighters against dogfighters so that you don't
so you need to establish engagement control.
I do, which means I really need to roll a 5, right? And you also need to roll a 5. We love it. We are in it to win it.
You can shoot it +2.
Alrighty.
And then also, who's faster? What's your speed?
I am speed 6.
I'm speed 6.
And we're the same size. So it's 5s.
You just need 5s.
Nope.
You hit.
Hit.
How much damage?
4 damage.
All right. So that is going to exceed my damage threshold. You can roll on the critical hits table.
With a 6? Yes.
Nothing. Ooh. All right, so now we do control again.
Yes, indeed.
I got it. You got it.
2 got it.
When I roll to hit, I need a miss.
Oh, man.
I need a not 4.
You need a not 4. Yeah. Well, yeah. You
don't worry, though.
5.
Freaking Blacktooth.
He's coming.
Dun, 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 dun. Like inside his aerospace fighter, he's got like the wheel.
Yeah.
That's how he drives.
And a red silk scarf with a fan mounted in front of him so that it blows
a cyborg
the wind.
pirate.
Right.
Oh, he's got a cyborg pirate for sure.
Yeah.
That's actually the Achilles guy.
Wild
Tooth Willie.
Maybe he got the cyborg monkeys
Patches.
from where was that?
The Renaissance monkey.
Yeah.
What was that from?
I can't remember what place. It's probably somewhere totally another.
Maybe there's was that the
it was Lyran's though.
Wasn't that clan? It was Lyran.
Yeah, it was
Lyran. I was going to
Lyran's.
say the clan wolf for 21st century.
So there's a booming trade in Lyran space of
It's
cyborg
true.
pirate monkeys.
It's true. It's a thing. It's a thing. All right. So this wraps up turn 5.
Yeah.
dogfights have ended. And so here's where we land, literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
One of the leopards is absolutely escaping off next turn. One of the leopards is destroyed. All right. Now, it's unfortunate for me because I was so close to getting them both off.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. The Achilles stands victorious
Does.
as no other dropship scale ships remain, and so the Lyran ships forced to surrender at the cost of having no fuel and just drifting.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll join. Maybe they'll join the pirate ranks of the Circinus Legionnaires.
Well, I mean, it's...
I could wear an eye
could
patch.
be. Yeah.
I could look good in that.
Look at an eye patch.
Do I get the red scarf? Shut up. So that was very fun.
That was.
That was extremely fun. We were talking off camera because I made a comment earlier about skill. But honestly, it works out because things didn't really die that quick. They have lots of pips.
Yeah.
And when it matters, like the difference between a 5 and an 8, like because you're smaller and faster versus this big lumbering thing, like it all kind of worked out.
And when you miss, you miss.
Yeah.
And that was
true.
clutch. Quite a few times, actually.
Quite a few times on both sides.
Yeah.
And I will say this, we talked about pilot die, we talked about multiple attack rolls, we talked about all those things, but like, first of all, multiple attack rolls when you're rolling 26 points of damage is not fun. Like, nobody wants to do that. Yeah. That's silly.
That's a lot of adding.
Versus rolling three pairs of D6 for front and side.
Yeah, if you were doing multiple attack rolls with different colored dice, you would run out of colors.
There's not enough colors in the spectrum. And then the pilot die, it's the same thing. You'd have a whole handful of boom, and then got added up, boom, added up. So I think for me, rolling the 2d6 in this format is really, really good. Yeah. I think you could definitely double the size of this battle.
Oh, yeah.
For home purposes, and you could still get a battle done in 2-3 hours. Like a standard war game. And you could probably have twice as many, maybe even more, because things would probably die a lot quicker.
Yeah, I really like the dogfighting rules because they get you in and they do tie people up for turns.
Right.
Like they're swirling around and shooting each other, and it's a great way to lock out something that otherwise would be really troublesome, because they were really putting damage down to the bigger ships.
They were, when
they got in their optimum bands for that type. So I think that's an excellent mechanic to keep things
it's
a little balanced.
It's interesting, and like all the ships feel different, like a fighter versus a dropship versus like a big dropship.
Yeah.
Right, which is basically a little mini warship. They all feel kind of different, which was the effect we were going for. So very fun. So again, guys, the rules are free. You can find STLs on, where's Dan always go?
They use on Cults and My Mini Factory.
My Mini Factory. So there's a ton there. And you can find 28 millimeter leopards and just shrink them down. They got tons of detail. But yeah, they're all out there. It's very, very cool. We have gazelles and condors and all sorts of other drop ships that we printed out, but we didn't bring to the table tonight. And the microfighters, speaking of which, are available on Ares Games and Minis. That's my number one stop for all things BattleTech. But all the microfighters are there, and they're so cheap. Yeah. So I don't even know if they're $1 per fighter.
I was looking. Funny enough, I was looking the other night because I was really jazzed about it, and $144 for most of them.
It's crazy. It's crazy. You could get a whole fleet of them for $10. I bought these bases on Etsy, but you could pretty much use whatever you wanted. I actually got the acrylic, the black hex bases from Death Ray Designs. Also got them on Ares Games and Minis, but they're made at Death Ray, and just glued them together. Very simple stuff.
You could do wire if you got real desperate.
And you could do the normal flight bases, and and no one's going to yell at you if you just put 2 aerospace fighters right next to each other if you want. The microfighters do come with little metal bases. I found them to be a little clunky, so I thought these were a little cooler.
I like having them in formation.
Yeah, it's a little more modern. Reminds you of Armada or something like that. Yeah. But lots of different options out there. Dan also found these on My Mini Factory. We printed them out. Ben did a great job painting some of this stuff up. Ben mounted some of the asteroids on bases, but we bought, You can go on Amazon or whatever and buy lava rock.
Yeah.
It's like you can use it in like your fire pits and like your propane fire pit and stuff like that. And
you get them Home Depot. Like,
Home
they're
Depot.
readily available, and they look great. You don't have to do anything to them.
I literally did nothing to them. I mean, Ben mounted his because he's an overachiever, but I just scattered mine on the table like a loser. But yeah, very, very cool. So lots of fun. Again, you know, some of you guys love AEROTECH, some of you hate it. I think it's such a cool part of the game that it really, it's like, it needs more attention because like how the mechs get to the ground is so important.
Yeah. I forgot to say this. I'm going to slide this in here now.
Slide it in.
I love the fact that you have mandatory movement and that your vector doesn't change until you apply thrust. That is an essential part of AEROTECH.
Yeah.
And it's preserved here in this.
Yeah.
Which is unlike a lot of different space games, which basically just kind of like cinematic Star Wars, we're planes in space kind of thing. This kind of does that, but that specific mechanic bucks the trend, and I love it.
Yeah, that's kudos to Dave. He was really adamant, and we went through a few different iterations. Some were very complex, some were a little too simple. I think where we landed is just right.
Good balance.
You know, which way did you last move? And then instead of figuring out a different speed, it's just based on your size. You know, it keeps it simple. So yeah, very, very cool. But again, Ares Games and Minis, if you want to get the stuff or anything to satisfy your BattleTech need, including the Hinterlands book, which is fantastic, by the way. And that aside, guys, if you want to support the channel, head on over to Patreon. It's as little as $2 a month. We have tiers at different levels, all offer different perks and different levels of access. Really good stuff over there. And thank you to all of our patrons, not only for keeping the lights on and the cameras rolling, but all the feedback throughout the last year or so that we started, we posted this up as like a beta thing, closed beta, if you will, for our patrons. We got a lot of great feedback. So thank you to all you guys. And I hope that you enjoyed this sort of culmination of our AEROTECH journey. But that said, guys, we are all wrapped up. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share the video, leave a comment, let us know what you thought. But that said, Ben, any closing thoughts?
Nope. It was a lot of fun, and it's great to actually play in BattleTech space again.
It is cool. In BattleTech space, there's like so many meanings. It's like layers of meanings.
There's so many texts and spaces, and
I didn't even know.
It's a lot.
I don't know.
It's awesome.
All I know is Willie Patches over there, Captain with his robot monkey.
Oh yeah.
He's going to be back. He's going to be back. And
we're going to have a thrilling fight on the surface with these guys.
I know, it's true. More pirate references to come. But until then, guys, thank you so much for watching. And of course, stay tuned. Always great stuff coming from Death from Above Wargaming. Have a good night.